What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Alright, you know what? We got a new update. I don't know when this is coming out, but this is straight from ComTwist. And you know what? I read over this, and I just woke up, guys, so excuse me. I'm like literally bleh. Well, I woke up about an hour ago, but I'm still a little bleh. I read over most of this, and it's actually not that bad. So let's just go over it real quick with each other. We got the water and the wind harpies. The wind one gets a 16% buff. Could be a mistake. I'm not 100% sure what this is all about. But this is 100%. This could be a mistake. 10% buff on the water one and a 16% buff on the wind one. I don't know what that's all about, but that's cool. The War Bears, the water spill hit point recovery when revived has been increased from 20 to 30%. Honestly, he's still worthless. I don't even like him. Whatever. Charge damage has been increased on the Dark War Bear now to be dealt according to the character's max hit points. I don't remember what his skill was. I don't find it very important. I don't find the Dark War Bear all that great. The Infernos smashed. I'm guessing this is their default ability. Damage has been increased by 8%. Alright, they hit pretty hard anyway, so whatever, it is what it is. And then we have Water Wind Inferno Pierce. A one-turn stun effect has been included to be activated on critical hits. Alright, that's cool. That's not so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I keep looking down because I'm recording audio just so we get this straight. So I can tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I went to YouTube Studios, which is going to be a separate video altogether. I'm going to do a video about that. It was actually a pretty cool experience. And one of the other YouTubers suggested to me to record audio on my tablet since it comes out so nice, and just sync it later with the video. So I'm going to try this out now. Hopefully you won't deal with, like, you'll see one reaction and then I'm saying something else. So whatever the case is, we're going to give it a shot. But anyway, adds a stun if they get a critical hit. That's cool. That's not so bad for the Water and Wind Infernos. Are they worth it? Not really, but still. Wind. Included an effect that decreases the target's attack bar to 0. Damage has been increased by 10%. This could be pretty cool. I don't think there's too many attack bar reduces amongst the wind monsters anyway. So this could be pretty cool. This is a mistake right here. If you guys could see my mouse. Sylph Wind, Double Cyclone. This is the light one. Alright, they gave him an extra 5% chance to stun. Cool. Is he good? Not really. The Harpus. Their regular attack. The duration of the attack power, decrease effect power. Oh, whatever. Who cares? The Harpu still horrible. The ninjas, all of their default skills, their attack has gone up by 5%, which is not bad. Some of them kind of needed a buff, like the fire and the water one. They needed some sort of a buff. Is it going to make them more valuable? I don't know. We're going to have to see. This accurate shot. I thought accurate shot was only for, like, I guess it's the default skill on all of them. Anyway, their damage has been increased by quite a bit, which is good. They gave a nice little buff to the Amazons, all of them. I still think the dark one is the best one and the only one worth working on. Wind shot. The skill has a 50% chance of silencing the target for one turn. Okay. How good is this? They just added a skill. I don't really like the Wind Amazon. I'll be honest with you guys. It's too squishy. I don't know. The Martial Cat. The destructive punch damage has been increased by 8%. Guys, the Martial Cat's a freaking fusion food. Don't even bother. The Dark Epikion Priest, the Soul Control, damage has been increased by 7%. Alright. Is she worth building? Unless you got like a Dark Chimera or like a Dark Archangel or something with a crazy leader ability. I don't know. And even then, it's like, I don't know. I don't think so. The Monkey King. This is wrong, I believe. The wind one does not have giant net. I think it's the light one again. Cooltime has been reduced. Alright, so they decreased the cool times on them, which is good. It's not that bad. I really haven't ever used these Monkey Kings to know. The Drunken Master. Water, Fire, Wind, Light, Dark, Rolling Punch. Whatever. Honestly, guys, some of these I'm just going over them. I wasn't too. Not that I'm not thrilled. It's just the Drunken Masters have decent kits, but an 8% damage increase isn't really. It's whatever. Some of them have decent kits. The Fire one has a horrible kit. He's like a Fire Martial Cat. The Water one I like. I like the Water one the most. Maybe the light one too. I forgot what the light one does. And the wind one is cool, but I like the water over the wind. I think the wind one has an anti-crit buff, which is pretty good. But other than that, I don't find it all that great. The Dark Minotaurus. I thought he was worthless before. He's still worthless to me. The attack power increase effect has been enhanced from 30% to 100%. The additional amount gained through hit points. Through hit point increase has been lowered. I forgot what his passive was, but the last time I read it, it was ridiculous. I didn't like his passive. It was something about him not being able to receive buffs at all. Like, anyway, like he can't be like. Let's say he's got like almost zero life, and you can't put a shield on him. You can't do nothing with him. It's like you can't even save his life. What's the point? What is this over here? Alright. Cobalt Dark Magic Extermination. Chance to silence the target has been increased from 50% to 70%. Damage has been increased by 10%. Okay. I don't know. I don't have one. I never really played around with him. I think somebody has one that I know. I'm going to find out. I forgot who has one. Maybe Trolling has one. I don't know. I'm not sure. So this is actually a little interesting to me personally. So, Fire, Wind, Dark, I don't have them, but chance to weaken defense has gone from 30 to 50%, which makes them a little bit more OP. Especially the Fire one. The Fire one is crazy. Eternal Scar. This I actually like because her third skill needed some sort of a buff. And me, the idiot, I de-ruined. Not that I de-ruined her, I re-ruined her. So now, let's see what it does. Anyway, the application of weakened defense and recovery disturbance on the last hit has been changed to the following. The first hit applies weakened defense, and the second hit applies recovery disturbance, which is good. Now, the second hit is going to be the big hit. Now, this skill, honestly, and this is for the light one, I believe, not the wind, again. This skill, honestly, was so underwhelming. People would ask me why I don't use her second skill. Because it did shit, her second skill. Alright? So the skill effects of having 100% critical hit rate on targets under continuous damage has been changed to deal 50% increased damage on targets under continuous damage effects. Which is 100 times better. Now, we can... Not that we couldn't use her before, but now we can use her second skill, which is 1,000,000 times better. So now we're going to go on to the Taoists, alright? Water, Dark, Angry Wave. Damage has been increased by 15%. Fine. That's not so bad. I actually have both of them, so... I don't know. I don't know what I did with my... Yeah, I still have the water one. I don't know what I did with them, though. Fire, Wind, Wind. This is Fire, Wind, Light. Burning Desert. Damage is increased by 16%. Okay, cool. Their damage isn't all that great. They're not really... Well, the Fire one could be like a damage dealer, and maybe the... No, the Wind one isn't a damage dealer, so... I think the Fire one is a damage dealer. Whatever. They needed some sort of a buff anyway. It was so underwhelming. Fire Flame of his cool time has been reduced from 5 to 4 turns. Alright, whatever. This is the one I like. Wind, Magic Flute. Cool time has been reduced from 7 to 6 turns. So now I think it's a 4-turn cooldown when the skill is maxed. I'm not sure. Either 4 or 5, but He needed a cooldown time thing to be lowered by a lot. The Barbaric King, Fire and Dark Acts of Punishment. The chance of stun has been increased from 25 to 40%. The damage has also been increased by 7%, which is cool. Fine. Wind, Resentment. The cooldown time has been reduced from 5 to 4 turns. Fine. I find this a little useless. Honestly. Damage has been increased by 5%. If it's the third skill, seriously, the third skill does nothing. It really, really does nothing, the third skill. Okay? So, by them even they should just rework that whole third skill. I don't know why they even have that third skill. You know? There's so much that has to be involved. And I'll be honest with you, I think somebody showed, I think it was Cold Steel. He showed me a screenshot with him with the Fire Barbaric King buffed and a debuff in Garen Forest, and he's got nice runes, man. The hit was like 30,000. It's not even worth. I wanted to build him, but it's not worth building the fire one. It really isn't. I almost skipped the Fire Polar Queen. Oh, what I do here? Okay, so we've got the Fire Polar Touch of Mercy. Damage has been increased by 5%. She really didn't need a damage buff, but anyway. Wind, Brutal Roll. Target's hit point reduction has been changed from being 50% to the current hit point from being 50% of the current hit points to 10% of the max hit points. Okay. I forgot what Brutal Order does, so I'm not sure. And I think that, no, this is the light one. It's not even the wind one. Oh. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. So now people can't use her with Ramagos. Ha! Sorry, whoever I'm saying hi to. It's very few people. Not a lot of people have the light Polar Queen. This is the Polar Queen, the light Polar Queen's third skill. I'll be honest with everybody, I never liked the idea of using her with Ramagos. I think this is the cooldown reduction skill by 2. I think it should remain where you're trying to get a cooldown off. But anyway. So the Undine, Aqua Frenzy, Water. So it's just their frenzies. Recovery amount has been increased from 20 to 25%. Okay, that's not so bad. And this is for all 3 of them. Alright. This is a big buff. I don't understand why they're buffing her. YDCP must be the happiest motherfucker on the planet right now. Okay. Granting self-immunity, attack power increase, and attack speed. By the way, I may have called him that, but he knows I'm kidding. We know. We kid around with each other, alright? Me and YDCP, we talk. Alright? So I just said it because it's a habit of saying that, like that. Anyway, granting self-immunity, attack power increase, and attack speed increase for 3 turns has been changed. Has been changed. I lost my place. Where the hell am I? 2, granting attack power and attack speed increase to allies for 2 turns, and granting immunity to the character itself for 1 turn. Alright, so the immunity buff went down, but it's an AoE the rest of the effects. That's not bad. It makes me regret. I regret building the light one altogether. The light one was so much more better, and now they turned the light one to shit, and the fire one is like... What's up with all the fire monster buffs, man? I feel like fire monsters are like the what do you call it? The favorited race or attribute or whatever you want to call it. What's up with that? Anyway, Viking, Water, Wind, Multiple Throw. Skill has the effect of increasing attack bar by 15% on every hit landing as a critical hit. Don't build them, guys. Forget it. Cowgirl, Water, Rapid Fire. Having a 75% chance of decreasing the attack bar has been changed to having 65% chance of inflicting continuous damage for 1 turn. That's stupid. Why would they do that? Anyway, whatever. This is the most interesting one, since this is going to affect a lot of people over here. So this is good. Triple crush. The chance to land a weakened defense has been increased from 30 to 50%. That was good because sometimes it never lands. Now, I don't understand what this is. When the character on the water one now, Elemental King, when the character receives fatal damage, the character is granted endure for 1 turn. I don't understand what this is all about. So, which character receiving fatal damage? The water one or the one that he's attacking? I don't know what that's all about. I'd like to know what that's all about. Maybe he's too squishy and they let him live for a turn. I hope that's what it is. But anyways, Mat Crush. The damage increase per weakening effect on target has been increased from 20 to 30%. A lot of people are gonna like this, and you know what? He needed this buff for a Nat 5 wind monster that everybody's fucking pulling and going crazy. I saw a video with some kid he foddered 2 of them or something, and I don't really watch him too much, but anyways, somebody linked me the video and asked me my thoughts on that, and I really had no thoughts. Like, I had nothing to say about it. And you know what? This freaking increase right here is big on him. I thought he hit decently with the turn 20%. Now with 30%, I might just build him. I'm gonna ask whoever has built him. I'm gonna ask after this happens. I'm gonna ask what's going on with that. So the Dark Ifrit. All right. A lot of people are complaining about this, but honestly, guys, he was too OP in the arena. Way too overpowered in the arena. Come on. You know, for him to be covering 15% hit points for a weakening effect when he removes it and does this and does that. Actually, it's not even in the arena where he was OP. It was in Guild Wars. The arena, he's not as much of a problem. It was in Guild Wars where he was too OP. So this isn't so bad. This is actually decent, and it's not changing. It's not changing his PvE. It's not changing his PvE capabilities, because, like in Dragons and everything else, he's going to be removing harmful effects and he's going to be healing himself. So it's really not that bad. The Fire Sylphid, you know what? I had a kid driving me nuts the last 3 days to make a review on her. Now I'm thinking about building her. I like this change on her. I really like this change. Alright? The skill has been changed to be a passive skill. Alright? Has an additional effect of decreasing the attack bar by 10% when attacking. So not only does she put dots, she decreases the attack bar, and I think she has an AoE heal as well. She'll be decreasing everybody's attack bar by 10%. So now she has some value, and she might be worth building, in my opinion. And I'm going to be pretty pissed at myself because I threw in all of my my Sylphids and everything into the water and the wind one, and now we got the fire one doing this. I'm probably going to build the fire one, guys. I like this attack bar decrease. Build her with like some nice violent something. Make a really tanky one too. You know, either tanky or an attack one. I don't know what her attack power is all about. I'll do a review on her afterwards, but after this whole thing happens. But I like her now. I really do like her. The effect of recovering 20% of lost hit points has been changed to recover 10% of max hit points. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. This is so situational, and it's like, fuck. I don't know if this is a nerf or a buff or... Yeah. She's still... Her whole passive is bugged. She has a 3-part passive. It gets crazy. Now, this is very good, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Alright, the fire ones and the dark ones AI was actually pretty fucked up. The fire one's pretty good, and I never really liked the AI on the dark one. I fought a couple of them. The fire one, A lot of people told me that the AI was fucked up. I never pulled one, so I still haven't played around with my water one. So this is Water, Wind, and Light. Air Shield has been improved to use skills in consideration of the ally's hit point condition and the weakening effects currently on them. So this isn't bad. This is good. This is honestly something I've been waiting for. This immune skill has been improved to heal in consideration of allies' hit points. This is for the Sky Dancers. You have no idea how many, like during the last Hall of Heroes, Chisun was just fucking me up completely, man. She wasn't healing when she was supposed to. If she would have healed, and she had her heal and everything, if she would have healed, it would have been a lot better for me. But Chisun was just being retarded. So I like this. The Water Dancer has been improved to priorities usage. If there is an ally suffering inability effects, fine. This is the light one. Has been improved to share hit points when the character's hit point is low with the ally that has the highest hit points. Fine. And then we got the two Pikion Priest, Wind and Dark. Has been improved to prioritize usage if there is an ally suffering inability effects. Alright, that's cool. I like a lot of these buffs. Okay. This one is especially my favorite because they added some value to one of my Nat 5s. I don't know what this is with the water one, but I'm sure I'm gonna like it. I like this one for the wind one. Everybody that's been crying they pulled the wind one. Anybody that foddered the wind one, now you just got it in the ass. This is why I tell people, don't fodder your Nat 4 stars, and if you fodder a Nat 5, you're just retarded. But anyway. But this is why I tell people, don't fodder your Nat 4 stars, because the Fire Sylphid was considered one of the worst Nat 4 star. Now, I honestly think she's gonna be up there, especially with like Violent Ruins, Violent Revenge or something like that. Maybe not Revenge, but Revenge might be a little overkill on this one. But like Violent Nemesis or maybe Violent Focus, who knows? But from the way it sounds, it also sounds like it's 100% chance that she's going to be decreasing the attack bar. So, this is really good. This is really, really good. I like this buff on her. I'm probably going to build her, seriously. Alright? So, whoever is foddering Nat 4 stars because they feel like it, you guys are jerks. Unless you're doing it and you have extra ones and you're doing it for skill fodder, that's fine. But if you're doing it just to evolve a monster from 4-star to 5-star to make no, not worth it. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to everybody later. Hopefully, I sync this correctly, but I gotta get out of here too. I got a few things to do, so I'll be doing a video later on tonight. Have a good one, guys.